Enjoy AJ Styles in studio with us, by the way, the phenomenal one. I like the new era. I'm just being honest. Dr. Cox, forgive me. I know he's in here, but man, until you guys came, it was getting a little stale. I'm just being honest.
We had to spice things up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the matches that are going on right now are unbelievable.
Oh, absolutely they are.
I mean, the stuff, despite, our differences between Roman Reigns and I, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
The Usos and Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows. I mean, that stuff is great right now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's very good. And just the new names you're saying, I mean, new names to a lot of folks that just watch, the TV stuff. But if you have the network, if you have, you've watched stuff from Japan, a lot of these names that you're seeing, we went to NXT up in Charlotte, a month ago, I guess now.
About that.
Got to see Nakamura in person. And that was like, I can't wait to see you two wrestle in WWE.
It's going to happen.
But I don't want it to happen too soon.
No. Listen, no. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time.
Right. Yeah.
And it will, when it happens, it'll be another classic.
Good.
But there's other guys that I want to have the opportunity to get in the ring with as well.
Right.
There's a whole roster of guys I'm going to have the opportunity to get in the ring with.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting for me.
Yeah.
A bunch of guys you've never been in the ring with before. And you've been in the ring with a lot of legends over the years, all over the world. But who are you most excited with that you haven't gotten in the ring with yet in WWE?
Oh, man, I mean, it's literally, I think it's that roster of guys. It's not necessarily one guy. It's the whole roster that I want the opportunity to get in the ring with.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
You probably don't remember this, but we have eaten at the Waffle House together.
You're right. I don't remember that.
I know you don't remember
I don't
that.
remember a lot of things, so don't take it personally.
Well,
My wife gets so angry with me. Like, why do you not remember this? I don't know.
Well, I want to talk about your wife in a minute, but first,
okay.
in a positive way. But I used to run around with a young man by the name of the Ticking Time Bomb, Scotty Wren.
Oh, yeah, Scotty.
Down in Cornelia, Georgia. And one night after he got put through a table or something off a cage, we all went over to the Waffle House there in Cornelia,
I know
Georgia.
what Waffle House it is, because we always went to the same
legend.
one.
Me, you, him, and Rick Michaels.
I'll give you the Black Hole Slam. I don't know if you guys ever invented by Scotty Wren and myself.
I know.
And some
And it
people
was
won't
taken.
admit to it.
Right.
But I'm telling you, that's where it came from.
I agree. I totally
Because
agree.
me and Scotty messed around with just goofing around, and we came up with it on accident.
Yep.
So
I remember when it got stolen. I remember somebody got brought into Cornelia.
Oh, yeah, really,
He took it with him when he left.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I guess karma's got the best of that, didn't it?
Well, it's a sad thing, but
It's got to be. Can
I
I talk about that? Like, okay.
I mean, you can.
Well, listen. This is what I understand of the story. You got a developmental offer from WWE.
2002.
Okay, 2002. Your wife at the time, I believe, was in college.
Yes.
And you said, okay, if I take this developmental deal, I'm going to have to move. My wife is in college. I'm going to have to be all over the country, all over the world. I'm not ready to put my family on hold to chase this dream.
My job is to be a husband.
That's awesome,
and
man.
support her. Her dream came long before mine.
Yeah.
And I thought that was more important. And it turned out to be the right decision.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's about timing. And, it may have taken me a long time to get to the WWE, but the time was right when I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, TNA, when it first came out, was and we interviewed you then. That was what, 03, I think, maybe?
Yeah, it had to be. I mean,
yeah. It was a nice alternative, but it just doesn't have the magic that a McMahon property has.
I'll tell you what it was. Mm-hmm. It was NXT. Mm-hmm. NXT is hot because you're going to see some great stuff in the ring.
Yeah.
That's what,
That's what that should have been.
They had all the talent. Samoa Joe,
mm-hmm.
Austin Aries, Eric Young,
mm-hmm.
Bobby Roode, myself, Xavier Woods,
the
Truth, R-Truth. I mean, there's a lot of guys that went through there. You're like, holy crap, I didn't know that.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
There's a slew of guys that could have got the job done, but I'm glad it happened the way it did.
Yeah, me too, because it allowed you to go over to Japan and like season yourself,
Yes.
like you are a completely different wrestler now. Me having seen you in Cornelia, and now just like you have grown into being what a WWE superstar is.
Experience is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way you can teach experience. You got to get it.
Yeah.
And if that means wrestling Cornelia for zero cash, just for the opportunity to get better, or driving 5 or 6 hours for $10, that's what you got to do. Experience is everything.
Yeah. Got to pay the dues. You gotta
Exactly.
do that.
Exactly. Get a little respect too.
Yeah.
Boaz.
You went to Anderson University.
I know. I went to Anderson College. Back
Anderson
then.
College.
It's now
College
quite
back then.
bigger.
Yeah.
It's a university now. And do they have, like, I heard they have a football team? Is that true?
Is that
No.
true, Jeff?
No,
not. I went also.
Jeff also.
So they had a basketball team and a wrestling team, softball team. And that's it.
Baseball.
I think that's it.
They have a baseball
They have
team?
soccer team, baseball. Yeah, that's right.
Fraternities? Do they have that? Sororities?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, well.
I stayed in the
grown up
dorms.
too
It
much.
was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
guess.
How old are your kids now?
11, 9, 6, 1.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize you had 4 now.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
It wasn't a mistake. It was just a surprise that we had a 4th one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a little girl, so it's awesome.
Congratulations. That's great.
3 boys and a little girl.
Do they watch? Do they sit there and watch Daddy?
Well, I really, listen, all they've known is this is what I've done their whole life.
Yeah.
So, but I think they use it as a ploy to kind of stay up a little bit longer to watch Dad on TV.
Sure.
Like, we're going to watch Dad on TV.
Yeah.
No, listen, guys, weekend TiVo it or whatever, you can watch
Sure.
it later. You don't get to stay up till 11.
Yeah.
Get in the bed.
Do they pull for you, though? Or do they,
No, they pull for me. They
Okay,
pull for
good.
Dad.
That's
They
good.
better.
Yeah, they have to.
I'm like killing myself for you guys. You're not even a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Were they as excited as I was? Because I've been waiting a good couple weeks now, 3 or 4 good weeks, for you to finally wear Roman Reigns out with that chair like you did last night. Were
Boy,
your kids
You know what?
excited for that too?
I haven't had the opportunity to talk to him about it, but I'm pretty sure they'll be happy about that. Like, Dad, you maybe should have hit him one more time or something like that.
Yeah. Going back to your time, we're speaking with AJ Styles, WWE SmackDown in town tonight, the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. You had some great matches with Sting in TNA. That was something I was hoping we'd get to see again when you came to WWE. We had Sting on the other day, and we got to talking about you. And I want you to listen to what he said, if you don't mind. This was what day was
Broken
this?
your headphones, by the way.
Oh, geez.
Oh, no,
Can we get him some
Snap
more
them. No,
headphones?
I got it. It's cool.
You
Like,
good?
I'm going to do this like this.
Okay, there we go. This was this past Friday.
Well, I do believe that he is phenomenal, and I've always said that AJ is one of the most creative and innovative wrestlers I've ever seen. He's got just such incredible ability, and I've been in the ring with him, and his timing, his moves, his ability. I think, man, I wish I would have had him when I was, the young Sting, But man, I am so glad that he made it into WWE. When I heard he was there, it's like I wanted to beeline to him, and I saw him in the green room of the hotel, and went right to him and gave him a big hug and big smiles, and then he went out there and tore it up with Chris Jericho, and so I'm just glad it all worked out for AJ. I think he deserves it, and he should be there.
What does that mean to you to hear? Like we just got to spend some time with Sting up in Lincoln, North Carolina this past Saturday night. I mean, we got goosebumps being around the dude. You've wrestled him and hear him saying those things about you. How does that make you feel?
Well, he was one of my heroes,
Yeah.
I always liked the Crow Sting the best.
Yeah.
But, a lot of times, you'll hear you never meet your heroes because, you never know what you're going to meet.
Right.
Well, this guy been amazing.
Yeah.
Ever since I met him the first time. And
Yeah.
I've wrestled him more than once.
Yeah.
And to be in the ring with him, it's just something special. I remember the first time we got in the ring together, I said, do you want to do a dive or anything like that? And then he said, AJ, I'm 45 years old. I said, I'll catch you. It was so fun being in the ring with him and him being a friend, also being a fellow believer. This is a guy I can go to and talk about literally about anything. And when he announced his retirement, I was like, you know what? If that's what you want, you deserve it.
Yeah.
You've reached the pinnacle. You've done everything you've wanted to do. Enjoy retirement. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I just love the guy. I really do, man. I'm honestly, and I told him that I loved him the last time we talked. He's such a great guy.
Your careers have almost paralleled each other in that, he didn't go to WWE mainly because the product at the time didn't really agree with his faith, which I think is one of the – I liken that to you not signing because your family was more important. And you waited till the time was right, almost like he did. When you were younger, I said the same thing to Sting is that – the old question is, are you a Hogan guy or a Flair guy? And Nine and I always said we were Sting guys.
Yep.
A Sting guy, right?
Yep.
You got to appreciate somebody who says they're a Sting guy more than the others, I think.
I was definitely a Sting guy.
Yeah.
As much as I like the blonde-headed Sting, like I said before, that when he turned into the Crow, I lost my mind.
Dude, I watched it for like 50 straight weeks of it ending with him in the rafters and not coming down. I was like, is the dude ever going to come down?
And when he did, it blew your mind.
It was amazing.
God, it was so cool.
Yeah, it really
Makes
was.
me want to paint my face.
AJ Styles is in with us right now. WWE SmackDown is tonight at the Well.
Still got tickets, man.
Yes, oh yeah.
Isn't that crazy? $20?
$20. How are you going to beat that?
You can't.
It's the best deal in entertainment.
It is the best deal in entertainment. AJ, the other thing that we kind of have in common is I'm reading this about you, and actually talking with Scotty, he had told me this, that when you grew up, your family not so well off. You didn't even have cable to watch wrestling.
Right. I mean, if the antenna didn't pick it up, we didn't watch it.
Yeah. See, I didn't see WWE or WWF at that point until I could go to the supermarket and rent WrestleMania on VHS.
Same thing with WCW back in the day when the War Games and whatnot. I had to go to the movie store and rent it to watch it.
Yeah.
And and as far as WWE or WWF, I never watched it. I saw I saw it Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah,
that's
the
when
cartoon.
I saw those guys.
Rock and Wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only time I really had the opportunity to watch it.
Yeah.
Everything else was NWA or WCW or Georgia Championship Georgia Championship Wrestling stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Ricky Morton said to tell you hello. He did.
He's a
Tell AJ.
I'm telling him he needs to do stand-up comedy. The guy is he had us rolling the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. He's got to be Hall of Fame, right? He and Robert got to be in the Hall of Fame.
I don't see why not.
Pull some strings for him.
Pull some strings. Me, the new guy.
Well, you're
some strings.
Yeah, but you are the guy, though. You know that. That's not ego talking.
Not according to Roman Reigns. He's the guy.
The guy. He gets booed out of every building, though.
Well, you know what?
And not heel booing. Like people don't like you booing.
People are saying that they're messing with SmackDown and Raw, and so he's getting cheers. Well, I'm telling you, he's getting cheers.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, he's getting cheers now.
It's got to be women. I've
Last
seen the
night-
way women grab him when he comes walking down through there.
He's a handsome fellow. So
He looks like a wolf,
apparently,
don't you think?
apparently chicks dig wolves.
Yeah, they're into
I
wolves.
guess.
They're big time. They love wolves.
Not a bad thing, I guess.
No.
But you know what? I mean, despite what is going on in that ring, this guy's he can go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that Payback. He can go.
Oh yeah.
He's big, physical.
He's big. He's physical. This guy was a defensive tackle for Georgia Tech, which I hate. Tech.
You're a bulldog guy, right?
I'm a bulldog.
Right.
So that on top of the fact that he's a world champion. I mean, listen, this guy's an athlete.
Yeah.
He's a man.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Not Brock Lesnar beast, but he's the man, the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have an opportunity to take that title away from him. And listen, I've been in guys that are bigger than him.
Oh yeah.
I know how to chop him down. I know I'm going to find a way to get around his strength. I'm going to find his weakness.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I've been around quite a while. I know what I'm doing in there.
Yeah, you do.
I just got to figure it out.
What do you think's the big? What's your ground attack for him? Like, where do you go after with a Roman Reigns? Because that's a guy who's big and bulky. Yet when he does that Superman punch, it literally looks like some out of a comic book. Like he's just freezing in the air like that.
I mean, it's no phenomenal form, mind you.
Well, no.
For God, no.
But you know what? I think I got to get him in that calf crusher. I mean, listen, if I get him in the calf crusher, it's not like he's going to get the ropes and they're going to break.
Right.
That's not what's going to happen.
No.
I'm going to, do what I have to do, take care of the leg. Maybe that's what I'll do, take a will out from under him.
Mm-hmm.
Then what you going to do?
Nothing.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to hurt a leg in an Extreme Rules match.
Exactly.
A lot you can do.
There's a lot of toys that can be used. I'm not saying I need a chair. Maybe he does. I did enjoy, beating him with it last night on Raw. But mind you, he hit me first. And every occasion, he hit me first.
True.
I could have wrapped a chair around, every part of his body.
Yeah.
I took the high road.
Of course.
He puts me through a table.
Week in and week out.
You're a gentleman from Georgia, of course.
You know what? It was time. I told him I wasn't going to hesitate, and I didn't. Well, you know what? I did kind of hesitate last night. I thought about it, and they go, "Yeah, I'm going to hit him with it really hard." And then he ended up catching me with a shot, and then catching me with another shot with a chair. But then my boys came in and tried to take care of him, gave me the perfect opening.
Yeah.
They would just waylay him with a chair, not once, not twice, but a couple times.
Boy, the guy was. I don't even want to say the word stiff, but God, it
Stiff,
was.
right.
I mean, it was. You felt it.
I mean, we do what we do. This is. But the chair shots.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Oh yeah.
They don't feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't plastic chairs or anything like that. They're chairs.
Yeah.
In fact, I told the referee last night after I've been hit with a chair that if my soul is still out there looking around for me, because I think he knocked it out when he hit me with a chair, tell him I'm in the locker room.
What can we expect tonight? I mean, it's the final SmackDown before Extreme Rules. Something's going to blow up tonight.
Oh yeah.
It always does, right? You got a bunch of animals in there. You're trying to keep them in a cage. It's not going to happen. Sooner or later, we're going to run into each other and maybe on the elevator for all I know. But the fact of the matter is, when I don't know what's going to happen when we see each other. I'm not going to shake his hand. I can tell you that.
I hope not.
And I'm assuming he's probably pretty angry with me, which that's great.
He ought to be.
I hope he is.
Have you seen him walking around? Because after them chair shots, I'm surprised he can.
Well, I got out of there. You know,
I don't blame you.
I'm not going to wait on him.
No.
This guy's, if he's angry and he wants to hurt me, he could.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give him the opportunity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I want to tell you that what I said earlier is so true. What you did it the right way. That's one thing we were saying to Sting is like, look at other guys his age, right? That wrestled and put all that time in. I said, how did you do it? How did you do it different? He said, I stayed clean. I didn't go party all the time. I didn't run around and go to all these parties and everything. You did the same thing. I mean,
you're looking at the biggest party pooper in here right now.
But that ain't a bad thing, though. Like your faith in your family comes first before all that stuff.
I mean, right when people think that I go home and have a day off, they're wrong.
Right.
Now it's time to take the kids to practice and do this and do that, and it's just it's work. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But yeah, I mean, I think that is the most important thing is that you get to the gym, you eat clean, try to anyway. Everybody has their cheat day, right?
Yeah.
But just try to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, do what's right, do what's best for your body.
You working out in town today?
I would have had to not get up at 6 a.m. to come talk to y'all.
We're going
you
to
guys.
work out after the show. Go work out.
You're going to go
with
work
us.
out after this show.
After this show.
Oh, well, I think maybe I'm going to take a nap since
Okay.
I've had 1 hour of sleep.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm going to try to take a nap for the show.
Yeah.
And then I may drive home tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're close by.
Drive
Yeah, I
home
mean,
to
I'm about an
Gainesville.
hour and a half from here.
Oh, that ain't too bad at all.
No,
Too
not
bad
at all. You guys know I made, we've talked about this already about making that trip to Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You did it from Gainesville?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't. When I went home every weekend.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But I knew it was an hour drive on 85.
Yeah.
To get to Anderson, and then when things wanted, when the guys, despite what people may think, because I don't know if Anderson still is Baptist University.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, sometimes I thought I was the only Christian there.
Clemson's right down the road.
Yeah, exactly. We went over there. I was the designated driver. So yeah, but I had a great time. Met some awesome dudes at Anderson. I wouldn't have traded it for anything. I mean, even though I spent a lot of money there, I loved it, man. It was a great experience for me.
Who is your longest lifelong friend in wrestling? Who's your guy?
Oh man, I would say that I have 3 guys.
Yeah.
3 guys that I can call on at 3:00 in the morning to drive 6 hours and get me on the side of the road.
Right.
You can't do that with everybody.
Right.
Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels. Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Wow. So that's cool. So at least, I mean, you're working with Joe, and obviously you work with the other 2. That's great. I knew you were close with Daniels because you didn't you name one of your kids after him?
Well, my wife and I were going to call my oldest son AJ, and make him, Alan Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Then we were like, wait a minute, medical records get confused, and if he messes up my credit report, I'm going to kill him. So she's like, let's just spell AJ, AJAY. And I was like, well, we got to think of a middle name now. And I was like, you know what? That Covell sounds like a pretty cool like OC name. You're like, you know. And that was actually Christopher Daniels' real last name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So spelled it a little bit different, but it's his name. I stole it.
Very good.
Fair and square.
That's cool.
I took a kick from the Curry Man one time.
You did.
That's right. Yeah. We wrestled Jacqueline at the well, it was a pay-per-view you were at the Secours Wellness Arena several years ago. About 7 or 8 years ago. We were in the dark match.
Yeah, before TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
She kicked us both between the legs and beat us. But
She won.
I can say I got beat by a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah, you can.
She's in the
That's
hall.
right.
She's in the hall.
But speaking of other future Hall of Famers, this year, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this was probably the first time you ever got in the ring with Chris Jericho just a couple months ago, right? You never had the opportunity.
It was the first time we ever wrestled.
How was that? I mean,
It's
you guys
awesome. I
two
mean, listen,
legends.
if there's anyone that I've mirrored as far as, getting in the ring, it'd be Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
You got to think where he's come from. He started in, I don't know if he started, but definitely got some experience in Japan.
Yeah.
Then came to WCW. Then went to the WWE, which is kind of the same thing, just a little backwards. But, we went through the same avenues, and it took us a while to get to the WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Chris Jericho and I are more alike as far as our career, the path that we chose,
Yeah.
than any other guy on the roster.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the business.
A lot of parallels.
You can tell you reignited his passion for it too. Like, I mean, he's had some of his greatest matches against you recently, at this point in his career. That's pretty awesome too.
It's great getting in there with someone, and the timing is everything in what we do. And our timing was perfect.
Yeah.
Like we just clicked.
Yeah.
And but that's a credit to Chris Jericho being the man that he is, a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah. WWE SmackDown tonight. Jeff, let's do caller 13. We'll give away a pair right now. 1-800-774-0093. Win you a pair of tickets to WWE SmackDown. What time, Dr. Cox, what time's the doors open tonight?
5:30.
5:30? Whoa. I'm just going to stay at work all day.
Might as well, man.
Might as well.
Just head down there
Well,
after
you get a little something, before the show. Too,
Yeah, yes, that's true. I forgot about the little something.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
little-
I've been to a SmackDown. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. $20. Tickets starting at $20. The best deal in entertainment for sure. Because man, you go to a gun show now, they're going to charge you $10 to get in.
Yeah.
You go to wrestling and get all this entertainment and see the legendary, and seriously, AJ Styles, legend, man. I mean, especially around here with indie wrestling. I was right there when you were just building it up, and then I heard the story about you turning down the contract for your family, and I was like, man, that is inspirational. I mean, that is crazy inspirational. You did it the right way.
It worked.
Yeah.
I think my faith came into play, and my family was important to me, and I think that I've received a blessing because of it. I mean, everything that as terrible as the day that was for me, it all worked out the way it was supposed to.
It sure did.
Because it was hard to. It's hard to turn down WWE.
That's what you were working for, right?
That's what everybody works for.
Yeah.
And I had to turn them down. I didn't want to move to Cincinnati. I didn't want to have my wife move back in with her mother. That's not how it works.
Right.
So. I've received a blessing out of that, man.
Absolutely.
So,
and here you are in Greenville for WWE SmackDown tonight, and you're the guy. I mean, Roman Reigns said what he wants to say. You're the most exciting guy on the show right now. Absolutely. So pleasure to have you back in here. Good to see you after all these years. And we'll take a break and come back. Jeff, did you get a winner yet?
Yeah.
Who is it?
James DiStio.
All right, very good. Distillo. All right, very nice. Tonight, WWE SmackDown. We'll take a break and be back right after.